Being present in the moment is one of the most powerful ways to train your mind. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with distractions, notifications, deadlines, responsibilities, and endless streams of information. Our minds are often pulled in multiple directions, making it difficult to focus, think clearly, and truly experience life as it happens. Practicing mindfulness is the key to regaining control over our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to cultivate mental clarity, reduce stress, and enhance our overall well-being. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment without judgment. It means paying attention to what is happening right now rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. When we practice mindfulness, we become more in tune with our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. This awareness helps us break free from automatic reactions and impulsive behaviors, allowing us to respond to situations with greater wisdom and calmness. One of the most effective ways to develop mindfulness is through meditation. Taking just a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing can have profound effects on your mental state. By observing your thoughts without attachment, you learn to detach from negativity, anxiety, and unnecessary distractions. Over time, meditation strengthens your ability to maintain focus, improves emotional regulation, and helps you become more present in everything you do. Mindfulness extends beyond meditation. It can be incorporated into daily activities. Simple practices such as eating slowly and savoring each bite, listening attentively to others without thinking about your response, or fully engaging in a task without multitasking all contribute to a more mindful life. The goal is to develop a habit of being present in every moment, appreciating the little details that often go unnoticed when our minds are elsewhere. One of the greatest benefits of mindfulness is its ability to reduce stress. When we constantly worry about the future or replay past mistakes, our minds become overwhelmed, leading to anxiety and exhaustion. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from unnecessary mental burdens. Instead of being consumed by things beyond our control, we learn to embrace what is happening right now, finding peace in the present moment. Mindfulness also strengthens our emotional intelligence. By becoming more aware of our own thoughts and emotions, we gain greater control over our reactions. Rather than being swept away by anger, frustration, or sadness, mindfulness helps us pause, reflect, and choose how we want to respond. This leads to better relationships, improved decision-making, and a deeper sense of inner peace. Training your mind through mindfulness is a lifelong practice. It requires patience and consistency, but the rewards are immense. When you take the time to be fully present, you cultivate a mind that is sharper, calmer, and more resilient. Instead of being controlled by distractions and external pressures, you develop the ability to navigate life with clarity and purpose. By embracing mindfulness, you unlock the power of your mind and create a more balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Negative thoughts have a way of creeping into our minds, shaping the way we see ourselves, our abilities, and the world around us. They can be persistent, convincing, and at times overwhelming. The mind, when left untrained, tends to gravitate toward fear, doubt, and self-criticism. These negative patterns can limit our potential, damage our confidence, and keep us stuck in cycles of anxiety and frustration. However, the good news is that just as the body can be trained to be stronger and healthier, the mind can also be trained to challenge negative thoughts and replace them with more empowering perspectives. The first step in challenging negative thoughts is recognizing them. Many times we accept our thoughts as absolute truth without questioning them. We tell ourselves, "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," or "things will always go wrong." And we believe these statements as if they are facts. But in reality, thoughts are not facts. They are simply mental habits shaped by past experiences, fears, and subconscious conditioning. By becoming aware of these thoughts, we create the opportunity to question them rather than blindly accepting them. Once we identify a negative thought, the next step is to challenge it. Ask yourself, is thought based on facts or is it just an assumption? What evidence do I have to support or contradict this thought? Would I say the same thing to a friend in a similar situation? Often, when we analyze our negative thoughts logically, we realize that they are exaggerated, irrational, or even completely false. This process allows us to see situations more objectively and break free from limiting beliefs. Another powerful way to challenge negative thoughts is by shifting our focus. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, train your mind to focus on what could go right. Instead of obsessing over failures, remind yourself of your strengths and past achievements. Reframe negative self-talk into positive affirmations. For example, instead of saying, I always mess things up, rephrase it as I have mistakes, but I am learning and improving every day. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, tell yourself, I may not know how to do this yet, but I can learn. Words have power, and the way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. It's also important to acknowledge that challenging negative thoughts does not mean ignoring difficulties or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about developing a balanced mindset, one that acknowledges challenges while also recognizing opportunities and solutions. Life will always present obstacles, but how we interpret and respond to them makes all the difference. By training your mind to see setbacks as temporary and failures as learning experiences, you build resilience and inner strength. One technique that can be incredibly helpful is practicing gratitude. When negative thoughts take over, shift your attention to what you are grateful for. Gratitude has the power to rewire the brain, replacing thoughts of lack and fear with feelings of abundance and appreciation. Even in difficult moments, there is always something to be thankful for: your health, supportive relationships, opportunities to grow, or simply the ability to start fresh each day. Another effective strategy is surrounding yourself with positivity. The people we spend time with, the content we consume, and the environments we engage in all influence our thought patterns. Being around supportive, optimistic individuals can reinforce a positive mindset. Engaging with inspiring books, uplifting podcasts, and encouraging conversations can help counteract negativity and shift your perspective. Overcoming negative thinking is not an overnight process. It requires conscious effort, self-awareness, and patience. There will still be moments when doubt and fear arise, but the difference lies in how you handle them. Instead of allowing them to control you, you will have the mental strength to question, reframe, and move forward with confidence. The more you practice challenging negative thoughts, the more natural it becomes. Over time, your mind will learn to default to a more constructive, optimistic, and empowering way of thinking, opening the door to greater happiness, success, and inner peace. The human mind is like a muscle. It needs constant exercise to grow, adapt, and strengthen. One of the most powerful ways to train and expand the mind is through continuous learning. Knowledge is a limitless resource, and those who actively seek to acquire new information, skills, and perspectives find themselves at a greater advantage in life. Whether it is through reading, studying, or personal experiences, continuous learning allows us to remain sharp, adaptable, and prepared for whatever challenges may come our way. Reading in particular is one of the most effective ways to expand the mind. Books, articles, research papers, and even audiobooks provide access to the thoughts and insights of some of the greatest minds in history. Through reading, we can learn from the successes and failures of others, gain wisdom from different cultures and philosophies, and expose ourselves to new ideas that challenge our own beliefs. Reading does more than just provide information. It trains the brain to think critically, analyze deeply, and process complex ideas with clarity. It enhances vocabulary, improves communication skills, and helps develop a well-rounded perspective on life. However, learning is not limited to books alone. The world around us is filled with opportunities to gain knowledge. Conversations with knowledgeable individuals, educational videos, attending seminars, and even real-life experiences provide valuable lessons that shape our understanding. Every interaction, challenge, and success holds a lesson if we are open to learning from it. The key is to maintain a mindset that is always curious and willing to explore new possibilities. When we embrace the idea that learning is a lifelong journey rather than a destination, we unlock limitless potential for growth. Continuous learning also plays a crucial role in personal and professional development. The world is constantly evolving, and those who remain stagnant in their knowledge quickly fall behind. In the workplace, industries shift, technologies advance, and new skills become essential. Those who make a habit of learning remain relevant, competitive, and capable of adapting to change. They become problem solvers, innovators, and thought leaders. Employers and organizations value individuals who take the initiative to expand their skill set and improve their expertise. Beyond professional benefits, learning enriches our personal lives as well. It provides a deeper understanding of the world, broadens our perspectives, and enhances our ability to make informed decisions. It strengthens our ability to communicate, allowing us to engage in meaningful discussions and connect with people from diverse backgrounds. It also contributes to self-improvement, helping us develop emotional intelligence, resilience, and a greater sense of self-awareness. The more we learn, the better we understand ourselves and our place in the world. One of the greatest challenges in maintaining continuous learning is overcoming complacency. It is easy to fall into a routine where we feel we already know enough, especially when life gets busy. However, true growth happens when we push beyond our comfort zones. Learning should be an active and intentional pursuit rather than a passive activity. Setting personal goals, whether it is reading a certain number of books per year, enrolling in an online course, or dedicating time to mastering a new skill, helps keep the mind engaged and motivated. Another essential aspect of continuous learning is the ability to apply knowledge. Learning is not just about acquiring information, it is about using it effectively. Knowledge without action has little value. When we take what we have learned and apply it in real-world situations, we reinforce our understanding and deepen our expertise. Experimenting, practicing, and sharing knowledge with others further solidify what we have learned and allow us to grow even more. The power of continuous learning lies in its ability to transform lives. It fosters a mindset of curiosity, adaptability, and resilience. It encourages us to seek wisdom beyond what we already know and to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. The more we learn, the more possibilities we create for ourselves. The pursuit of knowledge is not just an intellectual exercise, it is a way of life. By committing to lifelong learning, we empower ourselves to evolve, succeed, and make a meaningful impact on the world. Mental discipline is the foundation of personal growth, success, and resilience. It is the ability to stay focused, control impulses, and push through challenges, even when faced with distractions, setbacks, or temptations. Just as an athlete must train rigorously to build physical strength and endurance, the mind must also be trained to develop discipline and self-control. Without mental discipline, achieving goals becomes difficult. Procrastination takes over, and emotions dictate decisions rather than logic and purpose. Developing mental discipline requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to challenge oneself, but the rewards are immeasurable. One of the key aspects of mental discipline is the ability to resist short-term temptations in favor of long-term benefits. The human brain is naturally wired to seek comfort and instant gratification, often preferring immediate pleasure over delayed rewards. This is why it is so easy to give into distractions, skip difficult tasks, or abandon goals when they become challenging. However, true success requires the ability to delay gratification and stay committed to a greater vision. Those who have developed strong mental discipline understand that temporary discomfort is a necessary part of growth, and that persistence is what ultimately leads to achievement. Another important component of mental discipline is consistency. It is not enough to be disciplined in short bursts. It must become a daily practice. Small, consistent actions over time lead to big results. Whether it is maintaining a study routine, exercising regularly, practicing a skill, or working towards a personal goal, the key is to show up every day, regardless of how one feels. Consistency builds habits, and habits shape character. The more a person trains their mind to stay disciplined in small areas of life, the easier it becomes to apply that discipline to bigger challenges. Mental discipline also involves mastering emotions. While emotions are a natural and essential part of life, allowing them to control actions can lead to impulsive decisions and unnecessary setbacks. When faced with frustration, anger, or disappointment, a disciplined mind does not react blindly, but instead takes a step back, assesses the situation, and responds in a rational and constructive manner. This ability to manage emotions not only improves decision-making, but also strengthens relationships and enhances overall well-being. Focus and concentration are also critical elements of mental discipline. In an age where distractions are everywhere, social media, instant notifications, and endless entertainment options, staying focused on important tasks has become increasingly difficult. A disciplined mind learns to filter out distractions and dedicate full attention to the task at hand. This not only improves productivity, but also enhances the quality of work and allows for deeper thinking and creativity. Training oneself to work in focused, uninterrupted sessions using techniques like time blocking or the Pomodoro method can significantly improve mental discipline. Another way to strengthen mental discipline is by setting clear goals and holding oneself accountable. Without clear goals, the mind tends to wander aimlessly, making it easy to lose motivation. However, when a person sets specific, measurable, and achievable goals, they create a sense of purpose and direction. Writing down goals, breaking them into smaller steps, and tracking progress helps maintain focus and commitment. Accountability, whether through self-reflection, journaling, or sharing goals with a mentor or friend, reinforces the habit of discipline and keeps motivation high. Challenging oneself regularly is another effective way to develop mental discipline. Growth happens when one steps outside of their comfort zone and faces difficult situations head-on. This could mean pushing through a tough workout, learning a new skill, speaking in front of an audience, or taking on a demanding project. Every time a person overcomes discomfort and perseveres through challenges, their mental discipline strengthens. Over time, they build resilience and confidence in their ability to handle difficulties, making future practicing gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate a positive mindset, improve mental well-being, and enhance overall happiness. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you when something good happens. It is a mindset, a way of seeing the world, and a habit that transforms the way we experience life. When we actively acknowledge the good in our lives, both big and small, we shift our focus away from what we lack and begin to appreciate what we already have. This shift in perspective has the power to reduce stress, increase emotional resilience, and improve relationships with others. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in the constant pursuit of more success, more wealth, more recognition. While ambition and growth are important, they can often lead to feelings of dissatisfaction if we fail to appreciate the present moment. Many people spend so much time focusing on what they don't have that they overlook the abundance that already exists in their lives. Practicing gratitude trains the mind to recognize and appreciate what is good, helping to create a sense of fulfillment and contentment. One of the key benefits of gratitude is its impact on mental health. Research has shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. When we focus on what we are grateful for, our brain releases positive chemicals such as dopamine and serotonin, which promote feelings of happiness and well-being. Gratitude shifts our thoughts away from negativity and self-doubt, replacing them with appreciation and optimism. It helps us develop resilience, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with a more positive and balanced mindset. Gratitude also plays a significant role in strengthening relationships. When we take the time to acknowledge and appreciate the people around us, our connections become deeper and more meaningful. Expressing gratitude to friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers fosters a sense of mutual respect and appreciation. A simple thank you or a heartfelt note can make someone feel valued and respected. In turn, this creates a cycle of positivity where people are more likely to extend kindness and appreciation to others. Gratitude not only strengthens existing relationships, but also attracts more positive interactions into our lives. Another way gratitude enhances life is by increasing self-awareness and shifting our mindset from scarcity to abundance. Many people live with a scarcity mentality, constantly feeling that they don't have enough, whether it's money, time, success, or happiness. This mindset can lead to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. However, when we practice gratitude, we begin to see that we already have many things to be thankful for. We start to recognize that joy is not always found in material possessions or external achievements, but in the simple, everyday moments: sunlight streaming through the window, a kind gesture from a stranger, a deep conversation with a loved one, or the ability to wake up each day with a fresh start. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring life's difficulties or pretending that challenges don't exist. Rather, it allows us to reframe our perspective and find silver linings even in tough situations. When faced with adversity, a grateful mindset helps us focus on the lessons we can learn, the strength we can develop, and the support we receive from others. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective makes it easier to navigate difficulties with resilience and optimism. There are many ways to incorporate gratitude into daily life. One effective method is keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down a few things you are grateful for each day. This practice helps train the brain to focus on positivity and develop a habit of appreciation. Another simple practice is taking a few moments each morning or before bed to reflect on the things that went well during the day. Expressing gratitude directly to others, whether through words, notes, or small acts of kindness, also strengthens our sense of connection and appreciation. The more we practice gratitude, the more natural it becomes. Over time, it rewires the brain to focus on positivity, reducing stress and increasing overall happiness. A grateful mind finds joy in the present moment rather than constantly searching for happiness elsewhere. It allows us to appreciate life as it is, rather than always waiting for something more. When gratitude becomes a way of life, we begin to see the world through a lens of abundance, beauty, and endless possibilities. Life is filled with challenges, and how we respond to them shapes our character, resilience, and overall mental strength. The mind, like a muscle, grows stronger when it is pushed beyond its comfort zone. Facing difficulties with determination And the right mindset transforms challenges into opportunities for growth rather than obstacles that hold us back. When we embrace challenges as a way to train our minds, we cultivate the ability to remain focused, adaptable, and confident in the face of adversity. Many people see challenges as setbacks, failures, or unfair burdens, but those who develop mental resilience view them differently. Every difficulty presents a lesson, a chance to learn something new, and an opportunity to develop inner strength. Whether it is dealing with failure, overcoming self-doubt, or navigating difficult circumstances, the process of struggling and persevering builds mental toughness. Instead of avoiding challenges, those who seek to train their minds lean into them, understanding that growth comes from pushing past limitations. One of the key aspects of strengthening the mind through challenges is developing the ability to remain calm under pressure. When faced with difficult situations, it is easy to become overwhelmed by stress, fear, or frustration. However, the most mentally strong individuals do not let their emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they take a step back, assess the situation logically, and focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Training the mind to remain composed in tough times allows for better decision-making and prevents impulsive reactions that could make the situation worse. Another important aspect of training the mind through challenges is shifting one's perspective. When difficulties arise, it is natural to ask, "Why is this happening to me?" However, a stronger approach is to ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every challenge carries valuable lessons, whether it is about patience, persistence, adaptability, or problem solving. By viewing difficulties as opportunities for growth, we change our relationship with hardship. Instead of feeling like victims of circumstance, we become active participants in our own personal development. Failure is one of the greatest teachers when it comes to training the mind. Many people fear failure and avoid taking risks because they do not want to experience setbacks. However, failure is an essential part of growth. Every successful person has encountered failure at some point, but what sets them apart is their ability to learn from it rather than be discouraged by it. When we face failure with an open mind, we gain insights that help us improve, refine our approach, and come back stronger. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary step on the journey to success. Perseverance is another crucial quality developed through challenges. When obstacles arise, it is tempting to give up or take the easier path. However, true mental strength comes from continuing to push forward even when things seem difficult. This perseverance is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who quit at the first sign of hardship. The ability to stay committed, even in the face of setbacks, is what builds true resilience. The more we push through difficulties, the more confidence we build in our ability to handle future challenges. Adaptability is another skill that is strengthened through challenges. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances can change at any moment. Those who train their minds to be flexible and open to change are better equipped to handle unexpected difficulties. Instead of resisting change, they learn to adjust, find new solutions, and make the best of any situation. This adaptability is what allows people to thrive in both personal and professional settings as they are able to navigate uncertainty with confidence. Another important aspect of mental training through challenges is developing a problem-solving mindset. Instead of focusing on what went wrong or feeling defeated by obstacles, strong-minded individuals focus on finding solutions. They break problems down into smaller parts, assess their options, and take proactive steps to overcome difficulties. This approach not only helps in overcoming immediate challenges, but also builds confidence in one's ability to tackle future problems. Seeking support and learning from others is also an important part of strengthening the mind. No one has to face challenges alone. Learning from mentors, seeking advice from experienced individuals, or simply talking to supportive friends and family can provide valuable insights and encouragement. Surrounding oneself with positive influences can make a significant difference in how challenges are perceived and handled. Training the mind through challenges is not about eliminating difficulties from life. It is about developing the ability to face them with strength, resilience, and a positive mindset. Each challenge we encounter is an opportunity to grow, learn, and become a stronger version of ourselves. The more we embrace these challenges and push through them, the more mentally tough we become, preparing us for even greater opportunities and successes in the future. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as maintaining physical health. The mind is the foundation of everything we do. Our thoughts, emotions, decisions, and relationships all stem from our mental well-being. When we neglect our mental health, it can affect every aspect of our lives, leading to stress, anxiety, fatigue, and even physical illnesses. Just as we exercise to keep our bodies fit, we must also take deliberate steps to nurture and protect our mental well-being. A strong and healthy mind allows us to navigate life's challenges with resilience, maintain positive relationships, and achieve our goals with clarity and confidence. One of the most important aspects of mental health is managing stress effectively. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but when it becomes overwhelming, it can take a serious toll on both the mind and body. Learning to recognize stress triggers and finding healthy ways to cope with them is essential. Engaging in relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or spending time in nature can help reduce stress levels. Setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and avoiding unnecessary pressures also play a crucial role in maintaining mental balance. When we take proactive steps to manage stress, we prevent it from controlling our thoughts and emotions. Another key factor in maintaining mental health is ensuring adequate rest and sleep. The brain needs time to recover and process the events of the day, and sleep is essential for cognitive function, memory, and emotional regulation. Poor sleep habits can lead to irritability, difficulty concentrating, increased stress levels. Establishing a consistent sleep routine, reducing screen time before bed, and creating a calm sleep environment can significantly improve mental well-being. A well-rested mind is better equipped to handle challenges, make rational decisions, and maintain a positive outlook on life. Physical activity also plays a significant role in mental health. Exercise is not just about physical fitness, it has a direct impact on brain function and emotional well-being. Engaging in regular physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters that help reduce stress and anxiety. Whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, dancing, or strength training, movement helps clear the mind, increase energy levels, and improve overall mood. Additionally, exercise provides an opportunity to disconnect from daily stresses and focus on self-care. Nutrition is another important element of mental health. The foods we consume directly affect brain function and mood. A well-balanced diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats supports brain health and helps regulate emotions. Eating too much processed food, sugar, and caffeine can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and fatigue. Staying hydrated, consuming nutritious meals, and being mindful of what we put into our bodies can enhance mental clarity and emotional stability. Good nutrition is a simple yet powerful way to support long-term mental well-being. Social connections and meaningful relationships are also vital for mental health. Humans are social beings, and having a strong support system provides comfort, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Spending time with family and friends, engaging in deep conversations, and expressing feelings openly can strengthen emotional well-being. Isolation and loneliness, on the other hand, can lead to negative thoughts and increased stress. Taking the time to nurture relationships, reach out to loved ones, and build positive social connections is crucial for maintaining a healthy state of mind. Self-reflection and self-awareness are essential practices for mental health. Taking the time to check in with ourselves, understand our emotions, and recognize patterns in our thoughts and behaviors allows us to make positive changes. Journaling, meditating, or simply setting aside quiet time for introspection can help identify areas of stress, uncover personal strengths, and foster self-growth. The more we understand ourselves, the better equipped we are to handle challenges and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment is another key aspect of mental well-being. Life should not be solely about responsibilities and obligations. Taking the time to engage in hobbies, creative pursuits, or leisure activities provides a sense of balance. Whether it's painting, reading, gardening, playing music, or traveling, finding time for activities that bring genuine happiness can significantly improve mental health. These moments of joy serve as a reminder that life is about more than just work and stress. Seeking help when needed is also an important part of taking care of mental health. There is no shame in reaching out for support, whether from a trusted friend, family member, or professional. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide valuable insights, coping strategies, and emotional support. Just as we visit a doctor for physical health concerns, seeking professional guidance for mental health is a sign of strength and self-care. Recognizing when we need help and taking steps to get support is crucial in maintaining long-term mental well-being. Developing a mindset of gratitude and positivity can also contribute to a healthier mind. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from negativity and stress. Keeping a gratitude journal, expressing appreciation to others, and consciously recognizing positive aspects of life can create a more optimistic and resilient mindset. Gratitude helps us see challenges as learning experiences rather than obstacles, fostering a sense of contentment and emotional stability. Taking care of mental health is an ongoing journey that requires intentional effort and self-awareness. By incorporating habits that promote emotional balance, stress management, and self-care, we can build a foundation of resilience and inner peace. A healthy mind allows us to live fully, embrace challenges with confidence, and cultivate meaningful connections with others. The more we prioritize our mental well-being, the better equipped we are to lead a fulfilling and successful life.